Happy Saturday. I am back to do a little flip through of a deck that I pre-ordered and that I was waiting on. And it came, and the title of it came in a small box, which was so just not what I was expecting. I expected this box to be so much bigger. So I guess, my what I saw online and whatnot, but as you can see, it is the Herbal Tea Magic for the Modern Witch Oracle deck by Elsie Wild, and it came in this little tiny box. I actually took it out of the box. I am actually transitioning a good bit of my decks to deck covers, depending on how much space they take up. If they come, and depending on the box, I'll say that. But I actually transferred the deck to this particular tarot deck wrap that I got off Etsy from the Primitive Witch. I'll be glad to put her link in the description. I got a few wraps from her, to be honest with you, and that was this was one of them. I take a sip of my coffee. This is the guidebook. Tiny, straight to the point. I haven't looked through it yet, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get a good bit of information based on how she has it designed. I love to read through the guidebooks and highlight and take notes, and so I'll be doing that. I just got this yesterday, so I have not had the time to go through the guidebook yet. So I will take time today to be going through the guidebook and highlighting and whatnot. I just wanted to come on here and show the deck because I had been waiting for this deck. And I'm glad that I have it. As you guys know, I love plants. I love herbs. I love everything to do with nature and how it benefits us. So any decks that I know that I'm going to learn from, I love to add those to my collection. Even though I have removed a lot of decks from my collection, I have kept a lot of my nature, my herb, ancestral decks, if I can say. So, based on the box, like I said, it's pretty small. I expected it to be bigger. It wasn't. I was a little disappointed, but I'm glad because she didn't waste a lot of unnecessary material making the deck, which I'm glad for. That helps cut down on a lot of waste. I'm far from, one of those people, but I still do believe in cutting down as much waste as possible, especially with us humans here on this planet. From the looks of it, I believe it is a 44 card deck, but let me just double check. I think I saw where it said it was 44 cards. And I could be wrong. Let's see. It says here, talks about welcome to the world of herbal tea magic. Most of us know that a good cup of tea can help with any situation, from nursing a broken heart to mulling over a difficult problem. I can definitely say that is true, as well as coffee as well. And I think she has a book coming out to do with coffee magic, if she doesn't already have it out. I know I did see it, so I will definitely be getting that, as I love tea and coffee. I hope that she does a coffee deck as well. I do have a coffee tarot deck, which I'll be showing you guys soon. I have not been on in a while, but I'm trying to see if it tells us how many cards are in the deck. And I don't know where I saw it, but I do believe it's 44 cards, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say here on the back of the box. Oh well. So anyways, nice card stock. Very simple. Like I said, I chose this wrap to put it in. I have multiple wraps, which I'll be showing you guys. But I chose this wrap as it's when I first saw it, it represented this deck. So I got this deck, this wrap, and put it up. And as soon as this deck came, it came out of the box and went into the wrap. So that's its home. And if you see, you know, it goes well. Anyways, so just a little bit look at the card, you know. If you can see, this is the lemon balm. This is the chamomile. And she gives little keywords at the bottom, which I think is very helpful. It's not too overbearing, not too overwhelming with the picture and the words, which I adore. It's cornflower. Uh-oh. Calendula. Cardamom. Now, a lot of these I do know about, and a lot of them that I will be learning about, even if I don't have access to them here in the U.S. I still like to learn about them. This is the butterfly pea flower, blackberry leaf. This is the cinnamon. As you know, I love cinnamon. I do pretty much cinnamon with everything. It's the most basic herb that you can start working with. And it's actually more recommended for people who come in and they're not familiar with herbs. I always recommend cinnamon because it covers a plethora of things, from healing to finances to protection. You can pretty much use cinnamon for anything. And then you cook with it. So you can always speak that into the cinnamon as you cook with it as well. That way when you ingest it, it becomes a part of you and you begin to live it. So, elderflower. Eucalyptus is good. This is an oil that I keep. I make candles. So I use eucalyptus and peppermint oil to make candles. And it's a candle that I would recommend in the bathroom or the bedroom because of the abilities that it has. So if you can look up eucalyptus. Some people keep the plant in their shower because it helps with breathing, as well as purifying, if you would say. Ginger. That's something else that a lot of people cook with. It's also really good for protection as well, but healing as well. Hibiscus. Dandelion is really good, very protective. A lot of people, actually, when I went outside today to take care of some things, I can see the dandelion in my yard. And most people, you don't know, dandelion is very good for healing. It's considered a weed for most people, but it's actually very healing. Fennel. Fennel is good for travel protection as well as financial protection. I keep a bottle of fennel on my altar, and I also use it in my candles. If I'm doing a candle for travelers protection, travel protection, money protection. It also is good for healing as well. And these are also herbs you cook with. So that's something you can use them for many things and incorporate them in your life. Black tea, good for grounding. I've been doing a lot of grounding with my garden and my plants. And I've been learning a lot. I started a garden. And I'm really proud of the progress. But I have a good bit of herbs in my garden, vegetables. I planted a variety of sunflowers. And I'm just ecstatic to see how it's going to come about as the summer comes along. I'll be sharing some pictures as well. This is oolong tea, green tea, which we all know is definitely good for calming and cleansing. White tea, cloves, good to cook with, really good. Cloves is also good for protection and prosperity. So you can combine this with cinnamon. They both go together very well as far as the, if you're making like a candle, the scent blends very well. And they pretty much share some of the same properties. Lemongrass. I use this to, this was one of the oils that I use to make a homemade pesticide for my outside plants. And yeah, so it's good to have. And also, the natives burned it as well. I think, no, they burned sweetgrass. I'm sorry, if I'm quoting correctly. Lemon verbena, licorice root, jasmine. These cards are beautiful, guys. Very simple, very straight to the point. You know, Lavender, I keep a good bit of lavender. Um, Lavender is good for protection, calming, helping you sleep. Mugwort is good for dreams. It's also good for enhancing your spirituality. It's also good for your cycles. I have mugwort tea to help with my cycles, as well as chasteberry. So this is good, but it also has capabilities when it comes to dreaming, spirituality, all that good stuff. So you can also have it as a tea, which yeah, you can use it to cook with. You can have it as a tea. You can many things you can do. Nutmeg, I cook with this. Nutmeg is good for travel. You can also blend this with cinnamon and clove. It's good for getting good justice in a situation. You know, if you ever use nutmeg, you don't want to use too much of it. It speaks for itself. Passion flower. Peppermint. Peppermint is good. Peppermint has a good bit of abilities. I use this. I actually made myself a peppermint oil that I put on if like I have a headache or if I have some problems breathing. I can use peppermint for many of good things. Rooibos. I hope I said that right. Raspberry. I use this also for cycles. Raspberry tea is good to help with the menstrual cycles. Rose. Sage. We all know about sage. Spearmint. Star anise. I use this. I don't use it as much, but I do use it. And I love to get pho. If you guys know about pho, they use a star anise in when they cook pho as well. Strawberry. Thyme. I actually have this growing in my garden. Tulsi. Turmeric. This is good. I actually use this to cook with. It's also good. I have it on my altar as well. Violet. And yerba mate. So let me count the cards. I didn't count them, but let me see. You know what? I'll rather do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, so it's 40. So my bad. I said 44, but it's a 40 card deck. Good deck. I would definitely say get it if you're into herbs and plants. Tea. You know, I know some people here drink tea, so it's really good to have. But yeah. So welcome again. I'll jump on and do a few more flip throughs when I get the opportunity or when I'm in the mood for it and have recharged and whatnot. So but thank you again. And this was the Herbal Tea Magic for the Modern Witch Oracle deck. Have a good day, guys.